here tonight. Beautiful ladies. 22, I think. Right. 21. I'm used to working with 4 girls in the morning for English 101 at Mountain State College. It's an honor for me to be your speaker on such a night of graduation. What it means to you, ladies, LPN in this world. I congratulate you upon completion of your work. I hope you'll keep going. You have chosen an honorable profession. An honorable profession. This world of ours is hurting in a lot of ways, and they need people like you ladies to fix them, the hurts, make them feel better, and motivate them in their life. You're going to be like me. You're not going to make a lot of money in your life. But that's not what it's all about. It's if you have lived a good life and can look back on it and say that you've helped a lot of people and you did your thing, I think life has been worthwhile. I try to identify with the people I'm working with. I'm used to either high school or team ballers. I've never worked with a group of nurses before. Can you girls be honest with me? When you were a little girl, how many of you raised your hand or said I want to be a nurse? Okay. And that's about half. That's about half. That's about half. They asked me and I wanted to be a baseball player for the Cincinnati Reds. I talked about it. How many of you now, as you got older, it kind of hit you some way, shape, or form? I know what I want to do. I want to be in the nursing profession. I'm sure all of you have experienced that at one time or not, sooner or later, or you wouldn't be sitting here tonight. I came home from Vietnam. There's a big article in the paper a couple weeks before. I don't know what my mother was expecting, a big crowd of people to show up, with balloons and all that. And I came to Wood County Airport. My father greeted me. That's all there was. Nobody wanted to talk about Vietnam. There was no hugs, there was no music, there was no balloons. And I knew right then and there, I wanted to go into some kind of work, motivate people, to make people feel good about themselves. And that's when I knew, Larry Maxwell, you ought to be a teacher, motivator, coach. And it took me a while in my life to realize what I wanted to be. I had a favorite magazine at one time. It used to be my favorite, it's not anymore. It's called People Magazine. I used to really like it when it first started because it had real people in it around the United States that were doing real things. Now you gotta be a baseball player or an actress or a movie star to get in there. I don't want to read about Kim Kardashian's butt anymore. Tonight, to make a magazine for you guys, as my present to you, I would do so, and it would all be about people that I know in the nursing profession, some of them not as advanced as you are, some advanced a little bit more, but they all wanted to help people. My first encounter with a nurse, I was six years old. My other thing I wanted to be besides a baseball player was a tap dancer. And I was on this girl trying to make an impression. I was 6 years old on her porch, trying to impress how good a tap dancer I was. And you folks back in the 50s remember this. I had milk bottles on the front porch waiting for the milkman to come the next day. And one of my feet hit that milk bottle and it broke. And man, there's blood all over me. And they wrapped me in a towel, took me to the old Camden Clark emergency room. And that was freaking me out. Had blood everywhere. They put the stitch in me. But there was a nurse, a kindly nurse, who was on the other hand. I was looking up at her, and I was able to make it through there just because she was there. She was talking to me. She was holding my arm the whole time. I never went tap dancing again. I never went to that girl's house again. I got a little bit older, and I went to Vienna school. I was in the second, third grade. I got sick at lunch. And it freaked the cafeteria people out. Get him to the nurse, get him to the nurse, get him to the nurse. He's going to blow up. My stomach got great big. It took the school nurse to figure out, no wonder the boy's sick. He had 25 pieces of those cheese for lunch. Trying to show off how many of those I could eat. But it took the school nurse to get in there. That boy just overeating. He's all right. He's all right. I put her in, that was a good story, I think, for a magazine. I got the PHS and got in the wrestling room at PHS in 10th grade, and it got hot in there if you've ever been in a wrestling room, and it got the measles. And he sent me to the school nurse, Nurse Herdman. And she, oh, you're going to go home. Larry Maxwell, you're going to go home. School nurse sent me home. And you know what? A couple days later, she called to ask how I feel, and she was the only teacher, principal, anybody in school that I ever knew that called home that cared about me, how I was doing. The school nurse. I never forget Nurse Herdman to this day, and helped deal with chicken pox when I was in the 10th grade. I put her in my book somewhere. In Vietnam, we had girls like you. We called them donut dollies. And they'd come to our base, and we were a bunch of guys that hadn't seen girls in a while. We weren't allowed off base. We had top secret security clearances, and I was not allowed off base. And I tell you, they looked real good. We called them donut dollies because they gave us donuts. And those girls gave a breath of fresh air to let us remember what girls back in the United States was really like. Something to look forward to when we did get home. What a service they performed and just gave us donuts. I got to Parkersburg South, and I had great school nurses, especially you girls did. The school nurse does a little bit of everything. Talks to kids. She's a psychiatrist. And all of you probably had a great experience with school nurses. I've loved every one. Nurse Falk, and all of them I had to sell down through the years. I had a back surgery one time, and a girl, Nurse Teresa, at Camden Park Hospital, one of the first nurses that said, "Mad Max, I'm going to pray for you while you're in operation." That's the first nurse that ever told me, "Mad Max, I'm going to pray for you," and I put Teresa in my little book of nurses. Oh golly, girls. I've had, my family's had muscular dystrophy. My dad had muscular dystrophy, bone cancer, and my mom had Alzheimer's. I can't tell you how important it was for the nurses in our life. Even when I had them at home and in a nursing home, some of you may be in hospitals, some of you may work in nursing homes, and I couldn't do it on my own. I had to put my father in a nursing home because I had to take a hydraulic lift to get him out of bed. You girls are going to be working in different situations. The little girl probably didn't have the training that you did. She would take my mother and give her a shower, and my mother couldn't do anything with Alzheimer's. And I asked the little girl how much she made, the pay she made, and it was really, couldn't believe how little she made compared to what I was paying to keep my mother there. You're not going to make a lot of money. I think you know that, but if you're like me, you didn't get into it for money. You like to work with people. You like to work with people. I've got a girl home right now, so I can come out tonight. She's a bright star girl. Probably doesn't have the education that you guys have, but she's been trained to deal with my mother, my wife, who's got dementia. And she's been a blessing to me to come to my house so I can get out and do stuff. I have a girl who comes in every morning from 7 to 9 to 11 to help us get started. I'm in a baby boomer generation. I'm 70 years old. We're getting old. Half our population's that way. There's going to be a job out there, gals. There's going to be a job out there for all of you if you want to go looking for it. The last couple pages I put in here would be about you guys and what you just did. I'd write an article. Maybe got some of it mixed up. I work with my teacher there at Mount State. Now, girls, you can do wounds. You can bandages, feeding, meds, shots, blood draws, rounds, vitals, catheterizations. may have missed a few. But I'd write about the education that you guys had and the future in store for you guys and what you're going to do. I left the last page would be blank of my book because that would have you in it. And it's an empty page right now because your life and career just started. And I put you sometime, someday, in my last page of the little book. I hope you're excited about that. This world of ours, I get up in the morning and sometimes I cry for the United States of America. They need young people like you ladies to help other people that's got the gift of love. I'll end with this. I like being here tonight because this is the first place I've been all summer where somebody said, do what you do on TV. First time. How about game night? There are two frogs. And they were going through the woods like frogs do, just having a good time. Probably like you girls tonight. They didn't see that they were headed for a big pit. There must have been an old well or something there at one time, and both the frogs fell down into the deep pit. And they tried, as frogs do, to get to the top. And they were yelling and screaming for help. Help me, help me, help me. And all the other frogs in the wilderness came, and they looked down at them. And these frogs continued so high, and they continued, they couldn't do it. And the frogs on top felt sorry for them, and they said, hey, slow down, you're not going to make it. It's too tall. Take it easy. Stop. You're going to kill yourself. Rest in peace. Just sit over there and die peacefully, and don't hurt yourself. Now come on, stop. Don't do any more. It's too high. You'll never make it. So one little frog, he just sat down and he accepted his fate gracefully. He was going to die. And that other little frog, bless his heart, he kept pumping until they caught him here on the edge and pulled him in. And they saved him. He said, I appreciate you guys for what you did. I could have made it without you. See, I'm deaf. I can't hear what you guys were yelling, but the way you were carrying on, I knew you cheered for me. And that got me up. And I made it. You girls will all, besides all what you've learned, you're all going to be a cheerleader. Make somebody feel better in a situation that they're in. Alzheimer's can break your heart. We laugh about dementia breaks your heart. Things that you girls be dealing with to make people feel better, to get them through the day. And you'll never be paid what you're worth. You'll never be a Kim Kardashian or a big baseball player or a movie star. I quit buying people magazines. With you gals here on the front row, you're the real people. God bless you. I wish you all that you'll thank these people here tonight when you leave. That's your cheering section. That's Mom and Dad and Peepaw and Mamaw and Grandpa and whoever you call them. They're the ones that sacrifice somewhat to get you girls here. And make sure you thank them. Thank God tonight with prayers that He gave you some stuff to work with, some mentality to work with. And you thank your, and whoever it was that got you going in nursing, who was a big influence on you, you make sure you thank them. And maybe they can do that to another girl. I went to WVUP for a year after Vietnam, and Dr. Sam Bailey helped me by the shoulder and said, well, I wasn't Mad Max. He said, Maxwell, I think you'd make a hell of a teacher, son. You finish your education. Dr. Sam Bailey. And that was my motivator. And you may have to be that, ladies. I hope you have a great night and celebrate. And keep going if you can. Keep going with your education. It never ends.